I'm going to start that over. Just got back from Phoenix Tuesday. That was a kind of an epic trip. And today is like the only day in the maybe in the next week or two that we're going to be semi-dry. It looks pretty nice. I'm over here at Centennial and do a little ride, talk about Phoenix. It was fun. I mean, it's a long drive from Seattle, I'll admit, but we just wanted to go check it out. We ended up driving because I wanted to bring the wheel, obviously. It was 3 days to get there. We kind of did the blitzkrieg on the first 12 hours, and then we overnighted in Sacramento. We found a place there where we tend to stay at now in West Sacramento. It's pretty decent. And then next morning, we headed out and made it to San Bernardino. We didn't want to do another 12-hour days, obviously. That's kind of brutal. So a 12-hour day driving, yeah, that sucks. So in San Bernardino, I did not know that that's not the greatest town. The hotel was fine. Don't get me. You've got to wonder when a gas station has a security guard inside, it's probably not the greatest city. And sure enough, I found there's a lot of gangs. It's got better apparently, but it's still not great. I would not go out riding myself there. Not a chance. Next morning we got up, drove to Phoenix. First we get down there, it's 80 degrees, gorgeous. Stayed in a country club, rented a condo. I guess it would be a single floor condo. It's pretty nice. The only big disappointment we had with that was the amenities that we were expecting to use didn't work out. So there were some issues with the HOA, and the owner of the unit really didn't have all his ducks in a row for that. So had we been golfers, we'd have been really unhappy. But anyway, long story short, we made the best of that and planned to do a bunch of sightseeing and other stuff anyway. So it wasn't the end of the world, just a little disappointing. So we spent a month in the condo down there and went all over Phoenix, South Mountain, Tortilla Flats. That was kind of cool. Scottsdale to Cave Creek. Buddy I used to work with has a place. Bunch up there. Uh, West Phoenix, we just kind of drove around a little bit. Um, Surprise, my neighbors are out there. And, just kind of got a feel for the whole city. Never went downtown, no interest. Did and was able to ride with one of the local Phoenix group, Telegram group, and he was great. Doctor. He showed me the belt ride, which was kind of fun, I gotta admit. And, basically we hung out and enjoyed the weather. We did have 1 week of cool weather down in the 60s, a little bit of rain one night. That was interesting. It was also a little surprising, maybe, the They have Luke Air Force Base right there on West Phoenix, around Surprise kind of. And yeah, a little bit noisy. I will say that the YF-22s fly over, I don't know, 3, 4 times a day, I'd say, usually in pairs. So it got a little loud at times, but what are you going to do? By and large, Phoenix is really pretty. I love the mornings. I got up and rode the canal system. They got some nice trails. Went down to spring training for the M's and the Padres. They've got their own facility down there practicing, and they actually had some practice games later in the month. I think it's the Red Sox in San Diego, or I can't remember for sure, but they've got a facility nearby as well. Rode down there. Um, and we could watch. We were watching the practice through the fence in the back because there's the trail runs right behind the facility there, so you could kind of get a sneak peek of their training going on, which was kind of cool. Didn't really. I did meet the rest of, or a big part of the local Phoenix group. They had ridden, or were getting ready to ride the trail that I had just ridden with the doctor, and I just kind of wanted to get back because it's like a 40-mile drive just to get there for the ride because we're staying up in Northwest Phoenix and of Westbrook. I did a bunch of my own rides. I just looked places up on Google and rode there. Tried to use the trail system as much as possible. Wasn't always the case, but I got up around what's it called, Thunderbird Mountain, up in that neck of the woods, the lakes, and some cool stuff. The horse heads over in Scottsdale were pretty cool, I gotta say, to see. And South Mountain, that would be a good place to ride, I think. But we drove down there and just, you know, drove around a little bit, just awesome views of the terrain and the city from up there. Drive all over. I've got tons of roads. The Tortilla Flats, that's actually the Apache Trail from back in the day. That's pretty interesting. There's a lot of history there. It's not a big place or anything, just a dot on the map. It's like a tourist trap. It's like a place for bikers to go hang out and have a drink, get some food. Same with going up to Black Canyon. There's a restaurant up there that's kind of a destination spot. But all in all, it was nice. It was a nice place to go. I wouldn't live there. We looked at a lot of properties and just looking at pricing and this and that and the other thing, and pretty affordable. I mean, compared to Seattle, but I definitely wouldn't want to live there. It's just too dry. I miss the moisture, not the cold, but the humidity in Phoenix. It's really, really dry. Anchorage is dry in the winter. So it was a cool place to visit. I just wouldn't want to live there. And I wouldn't want to stay there more than probably a couple weeks if I went back, just because I kind of miss our grandkids too much. But that's just me. So we ended up leaving the end of the month, heading back. I decided to try and I was hopeful to do it, but I wasn't really sure. But anyway, we were hoping that it would align with maybe a ride out of Los Angeles, Marty and Roger, and we were hoping something would be going on. And sure enough, I think it was Thursday late, maybe Marty posts about the Mount Baldy ride. It's like 20 people got interested right away, but as it turns out, it was only like 8 of us, which was still plenty. That was epic, absolutely fantastic. We left at 2:30 in the morning to make it. Got there in time to have breakfast before the ride, and then I went on. But I wasn't able to do the whole ride. My body was just, well, done. A little bit dehydrated maybe, and my legs were just burning. It's one of those kind of rides that's really cool. I gotta turn around. Dang, I missed my exit. A second. So, you know, it was it's one of those kind of rides that you really do have to be heads up and super careful. And Marty did a safety meeting, and I think that was probably a great idea because there are a lot of hazards. Street bikes, cars, cyclists, blind corners, rocks in the road. If you missed a turn because you couldn't hold your line going around a corner, let's say, you could go off and plummet to your death. I mean, I'm not going to say that would happen, but it's just one of those kind of mountain rides where you got to be really on your toes and paying attention. And I've never been there. I've never seen the terrain in person, so I was a little cautious. I did fall behind the group, caught up to them every time, but uh, I enjoyed the holy heck out of it. There's a couple places where you can literally look to the left and look off the into the ravine, and look to the right and look down into the valley. So you're literally riding on the top of the mountain along the GMR, which is Glenora Mountain Road. Absolutely stunning, beauty. And it was a gorgeous, gorgeous day, 75 degrees or so. So that's about, I'm going to say it's about 25 or so miles to get up to the lodge. It took us about, I think it was about an hour and a half to get up there, maybe that. Uh, we all got up there, and finally I was able to get off and relax and rest my legs and get some fluids in me because I was just parched. It just it really got me. I was pretty weak actually. There was no way I was going to be able to do the second half. There's just for safety. You know, we're in a strange town. We hadn't found our hotel yet. We were staying in San Dimas, so we had other things going on that we needed to attend to. And I don't regret not doing it. Try to get back down there. There'll be a video out probably in the next week too. Anxious to see that, obviously. So then basically 4 days coming back. We left San Dimas, went up to Sacramento to our same hotel, stayed there. From there, the next day we made it up to Eugene area, Springfield actually. Caught our ride. That guy's probably wondering what the hell I'm doing. Wait. So, yeah, that was that was fun. Back to Seattle. Got home Tuesday midday. Uh, it's finally sinking in. I had winterized my house since we were going to be gone, and it's winter time. So I had to get the water back on, and of course, without fail, every time you kill water, return it on later, some of the seals dry out. So I had to deal with that. My water yesterday. I think I got it sorted out. So all in all, I think we're back to normal. I want to get this right in before the rain comes back. So I figured I'd ride up, check on my buddy. He's trying to get ready to move. He's trying to get out of here by the end of the month, but we'll see. Ask in front of him. It's always stressful. That's about it. It was a great trip, great time. They get back down there, maybe in the fall. I don't know. I'd love to do that California tour they do. Just don't know if that's in the cards yet. It is such a long way. We'll see. But anyway, it's about 60 degrees here in Marysville, and currently not raining. Hopefully that continues, and I go back to the truck without getting soaked.